What's up, Chiefs Kingdom? Welcome back to the channel where we bleed red and gold. And today, oh man, we're diving headfirst into the chaos and glory of the 2025 NFL season. Picture this. It's September 28th, 2025. The Chiefs are sitting at 1-1 after that heart-stopping, jet-lag-fueled thriller in Brazil and a gritty bounce-back win at home. But here's the million-dollar question that's got every fan from Kansas City to Kauffman Stadium buzzing. After hoisting Super Bowl LIX just months ago, yeah, that three-peat dream we all chased and grabbed, can Patrick Mahomes lead this squad to an unprecedented four-peat in Super Bowl LX? Or will the doubters, the simulations, and those nagging secondary woes derail the dynasty? Mahomes isn't just a QB. He's the heartbeat, the wizard, the guy who turns impossible into inevitable. Stick around because we are unpacking the latest bombshells, from YouTube's epic partnership to Nagy's Mahomes love fest, analyst hot takes that have us fired up, and a rookie beast who's already turning heads. If you're ready to chant Chiefs Kingdom forever, hit that like button right now. Let's roll. All right, Chiefs fam, let's hit the ground running with the freshest scoops straight from the trenches. We've got partnerships shaking up the league, pressers dripping with inspiration, analyst firestorms, and preseason gems that are carrying over into this season's early grind. I'll back every bit with the sources so you know it's legit. No fluff, just facts with my unfiltered hype. First up, the partnership that's got the NFL world streaming in red. You won't believe this, or maybe you will, because it's the Chiefs. But YouTube just locked in as the presenting sponsor for our 2025 kickoff campaign, and it's a game changer. Announced back on September 2nd, this 25-26 season-long deal highlights the first ever NFL regular season game streamed free worldwide on YouTube. Our epic Week 1 showdown against the Chargers in São Paulo, Brazil. That's right, millions tuned in globally, watching Mahomes sling it under those floodlights while the Kingdom took over Copacabana beach vibes. The Chiefs' official site broke it down. It's all about amping up the fan experience, from exclusive behind-the-scenes content on the Chiefs YouTube channel to hype videos that had us all screaming before kickoff. And get this, it culminated in that historic opener on September 5th, with Mitch Holthus and Matt MC Mullen calling the action live. I mean, come on. YouTube partnering with us isn't just smart business. It's a shout-out to how the Chiefs own the cultural spotlight. Mahomes in ads, Kels memes everywhere. This is us going global, baby. Imagine the tailgates in Tokyo next year. If that doesn't get your blood pumping for more international invasions, I don't know what will. Chiefs Kingdom just leveled up. Worldwide takeover activated. Shifting gears to the locker room pulse. Offensive coordinator Matt Nagy's press conferences this preseason and early season have been straight fire, especially when he gushes about our fearless leader, Patrick Mahomes. Just 3 days ago, on September 25th, Nagy lit up the media room. There's a lot of great things that Patrick Mahomes is doing right now, but rewind to September 1st, Nagy went full poet. He leads in every way possible. We're talking the full Mahomes package. On-field magic, off-field mentorship, that relentless drive. And don't sleep on his August 5th gem from training camp. He wants to be great. Nagy's been around the block. Bears head coach, now OC under Reed, and he sees it clear as day. In that same September 1st session, he dove into how Mahomes is scheming the deep ball for 2025, exploiting defenses that dare to drop 8. Folks, this isn't coach speak. It's reverence. Mahomes isn't just throwing lasers. He's elevating the whole offense, from Xavier Worthy's speed bursts to Kels's vet savvy. I watched that clip on Chiefs.com a dozen times. Chills every time. If Nagy's this hyped after a 1-1 start, imagine the fireworks when we hit stride. Patrick Lavon Mahomes too. Not a leader, THE leader. Dynasty fuel right there. Now, let's tackle the noise from the National Peanut Gallery. Those analyst takes that have half the league smirking and the other half seething. Buckle up, because simulations are throwing shade our way. ESPN's Seth Walder dropped a bombshell on September 1st. In one wild 2025 season sim, the Chiefs, yes, US, missed the playoffs entirely. No divisional crown, no wild card sneak, just a shocking early vacation for the defending champs. Echoing that, Jason M.C. Entire from Fox Sports predicted back in April we'd bow out for the first time in a decade, citing a brutal schedule and receiver questions. And Sports Illustrated's take? One analyst flat out says, "We're toast in the postseason hunt." CBS Sports piled on post our 0-1 Brazil stumble, noting 8 games against playoff teams, 5 in the next 8 weeks, with odds stacked against a rally. Yahoo's NFL insider even questioned if we can claw back after that slow start. Look, I get it. The AFC's a meat grinder with Burrow's Bengals reloaded, Allen's Bills barking, and Lamar's Ravens lurking. But simulations? Predictions? That's just fodder for us to prove 'em wrong. ESPN's own playoff picker on September 3rd still slots us in as Ritter knees alongside the Ravens. We've got Mahomes, Reed's genius, and Arrowhead's roar. One YouTube deep dive called it a harsh reality check preseason, but we all know Chiefs' kingdom turns doubt into dynasty dust. These takes? They're the chip on our shoulder. Fuel for the fire. Who's with me? We're not missing Jack. 3 Pete was appetizer. 4 Pete's the main course. Speaking of building that fire, let's spotlight the secondary. Yeah, those lingering questions that have analysts clutching pearls. Preseason whispers turned into Week 1 warnings, and it's got us all on edge. Arrowhead Pride's Hot Take Fest on August 15th screamed it. The Chiefs' secondary is in trouble. Fast forward to post-Brazil meltdown. KC Kingdom declared it officially on thin ice after Justin Herbert carved us up like Thanksgiving turkey, with 0 shutdowns against his trio of targets. Marca nailed the pain point on September 5th. We missed Justin Reed's vacuum back presence, and Spags D couldn't corral the air raid. A YouTube breakdown from early September echoed the preseason vibe. Chiefs still have some lingering questions in their secondary. The Ringer's deep dive on September 18th painted the broader erosion. Lack of high-end talent bleeding both ways, with soft zone coverages daring Mahomes while exposing our DBs. Arrowhead Addict post-Week 1 listed 3 major issues, including mental lapses from vets and a run game neglect that indirectly taxes the back end. NFL.com September 19th closer? Chiefs in the danger zone, with coverage schemes failing to ignite turnovers. Yahoo 3 days ago bundled us with Ravens and Texans as struggling locks, pinning offensive explosions, or lack thereof, on secondary stalls. But hold up. This ain't doom scrolling. It's a call to arms. We've got Trent MC Duffy locking down WR1s. But depth? That's the grind. Redditors in a May sentiment check were optimistic. 12-5 or 13-4, 1-seed contenders despite the noise. Spags will scheme miracles, and if we plug those leaks, watch the D feast. It's Week 3 time to evolve or get left in the dust. Finally, wrapping this roundup with preseason previews that are paying dividends. Enter rookie sensation Omar Norman Law, the second-round ET Steele who's already a beast in the middle. Drafted 63rd overall from Tennessee on April 25th, Norman Lott hit the ground roaring. I'm ready to just go get after it. FOX Force Kansas City Huddle on September 3rd previewed his camp dominance, battling Mahomes daily, soaking up Reed's wisdom. Yahoo's June 30th rookie projection? Immediate pass rush impact, with stats screaming double-digit pressures. Walter Football's 2025 preview pegged him as a quality starter at the 3-tech, pressuring QBs with that undersized but explosive frame. SI's May 14th scoop called it a steal, pairing him with Chris Jones for nightmare interior duos under Spags. His preseason debut versus the Cardinals? A YouTube highlight reel of run stuffs and pocket collapses. And KCSN's August 14th first look? He's sliding into a rotational role that's expanding. Think Chris Jones 2.0 in the making. Media sessions? The kid's all business, crediting camp for his edge. Norman Lott isn't just depth. He's the future fortifying our D-line. Preseason magic turning regular season menace. That's Chiefs DNA. Phew, what a whirlwind. From global streams to locker room legends, doomsayer sims to secondary scares, and this rookie's rampage. The 2025 story's just heating up. My take? This noise is our nitro boost. We've overcome worse. Now let's dominate. Okay, Chiefs Kingdom. Now that we've dumped the news fire hose, let's dissect what it all means for our red-hot pursuit of history. Implications? They're massive, and I'm breaking it down with predictions that'll have you nodding or yelling at the screen. Interaction fuel. Start with that secondary saga. Those lingering questions aren't just preseason fluff. They're a real chink in Spag's armor. Week 1 exposed it. Herbert torched us for 300-plus air yards because our corners got baited into zones that left seams wide open. If we don't tighten up, maybe slide MC Duffy to the slot full-time or unleash more man press, teams like the Bills or Bengals will feast on play-action bombs. Prediction: by Week 5, after facing Stroud and Allen, we'll rank top 10 in red zone stops, but only if Norman Lott's interior heat forces quicker throws. The ripple? Our D, which suffocated in Super Bowl LIX, could drop to middle pack EPA if unchecked, putting Mahomes in fourth and long hell more often. But here's the flip. Adversity breeds beasts. Remember 2023's receiver woes? We adapted and avenged. Same script. Secondary evolves, D rebounds to 15 picks by year's end. Offense side, Hollywood Brown's addition, Hollywood, more like Blockbuster Brown, is the X factor silencing those sim doubters. ESPN's playoff miss sim ignored his speed sinking with worthy spurners, but Nagy's deep ball scheming says otherwise. Implications? A vertical stretch that punishes soft cover 3, opening YC lanes for Kels and Rice. Prediction: Brown hauls 1,000 yards, Mahomes tops 5,000 again, and we average 28 PPG post-buy. The YouTube spotlight? It's amplifying the brand, drawing free agents who crave the stage. Think a midseason trade for a CB1 like Diggs Light. Big picture. Despite the Sims shout-out Walter Shakaru, we're still AFC favorites at -150 odds. Why? Mahomes' leadership. Nagy's every way possible isn't hype. It's the glue holding vets through slumps. Fan poll hypothetical. If I ran a Twitter straw, do it in comments. 75% say we snag the #1 seed. Me? 12-5. Divisional revenge tour. Super Bowl rematch with Philly. And we win 31-24 on a Kels toe-tap TD. But what if the secondary crumbles? 10-7 wild card. Still in, because Arrowhead playoffs are unconquerable. Dynasty? Intact. For Pete? Locked if we harness this early chaos. Your hypothetical. Trade for a DB before the deadline or ride the youth wave? Sound off. These pieces, partnerships pumping morale, Nagy's fire, rookies rising, scream resilience. Analysts miss the intangibles. Our culture. We're not just a team. We're a movement. 2025? The year we make miss playoffs. A punchline. All right, Kingdom. You know I can't drop all this heat without turning the mic over to YOU, the heartbeat of Chiefs Nation. We've got questions burning brighter than a tailgate bonfire, so let's spark some debate in those comments. First biggie. Do you think the Chiefs will make the playoffs in 2025? Be real. After that ESPN sim called us out, are we laughing it off with a 3-seed romp or sweating a 9-8 nail biter? Type locked IN if you're all in on the dance, or worried if the secondary's got you pacing. Next, which news drop has you most hyped? YouTube's global glow-up turning Arrowhead into a worldwide party? Nagy's Mahomes sermons making you misty-eyed? Or Norman Lott's rookie rage promising D-line destruction? Quote tweet this with your pick. Team your choice. And for the wild card, if we could poach one player midseason to fix the secondary, who's it? Sauce Gardner, a vet like Gilmore, or double down on draft picks? Hypotheticals like that keep the kingdom alive. I read every comment. Last video's Mahomes is a god thread had me grinning for days. Your takes shape our vibe, so flood 'em. Predictions, rants, memes. Who's your MVP call? Mahomes again? Or does Brown steal the show? Drop it all below. Top replies get shoutouts next vid. Chiefs Kingdom, you're the real MVPs. Let's build this echo chamber of epic. Hugh, what a ride. Chiefs fam. From YouTube's kickoff coronation to Nagy's Mahomes mastery, sim-shattering swagger, secondary spotlights, and Norman Lott's launch 2025 is scripting a saga for the ages. Key takeaway? We're built for the brink, turning what if into watch this. The dynasty pulses stronger than ever. Teaser alert. Next up, our Week 3 matchup deep dive. Saints at Arrowhead. Can we bury New Orleans and climb to 2-1? Breakdowns, bold preds, and guest hot takes dropping Friday. You won't want to miss. If this fired you up, smash that like button. Let's hit 10K for the kingdom. Subscribe if you're new. What are you waiting for? Ring the bell for instant alerts on every scoop, rumor, and rant. Share with your squad. Spread the red. Follow on Insta and TikTok for bonus clips. Chiefs Kingdom. Until next time, stay faithful, stay fierce. 3-peat achieved. 4-peat loading. Chiefs Kingdom. WIN.